So here we go again. Tell me how your week went.
My week went, well, I went from the red lanyard to the green lanyard.
Oh, okay.
So that for me is an accomplishment.
So you graduated to the next level. Excellent.
Next level. Thinking in my head, the next level was gonna be easier. Not the case.
So it's not easier.
No, it's harder. Because now, you have a lot more things to do outside of this program.
Right.
And the ones inside of the program. I mean, it sounds like I'm complaining, but I'm not.
Okay.
It's actually good, it's bad.
All right, first, before we move on, let's talk about how many sessions is this? 4? 3 sessions?
For us?
Yes.
More like 6?
6 sessions, okay, so we got 6 sessions, okay, 5 or 6 sessions.
Mhm.
Tell me what you've learned in those 6 sessions.
And in the 6 sessions that I've been with you,
Yeah, what are some of the biggest things that have come up that give you some clarity and understanding?
I've learned to, let's see, about my father a lot, okay, and why I do the things that I do.
And what were some of the things that you did?
I was a drug user for 20 years.
Okay, and what drugs did you use?
All kinds,
Every kind.
every kind. Mainly prescription drugs towards the end of my addiction.
Okay,
And those took me to the bottom,
okay.
the very bottom. And the reason I was using those drugs is to drown out all of my feelings that I had towards myself, I guess, and resentments towards other people. That's what I'm learning, you know. And it wasn't me per se; it was other people and my low self-esteem. Okay, I had low self-esteem, and basically, I'm learning how to control that, and I have controlled it for let's say almost 60 days.
Okay, so let's go back and say low self-esteem. Where does it come from?
Low self-esteem comes from fear of myself, I guess. You know, fear of failure. One.
Okay, and why were you afraid to fail?
Because I was trying to please other people,
And who were you trying to please?
family,
Anyone in particular?
father, mother,
Mm-hmm.
ex-wife,
Mm-hmm.
wife, kids. You know, the list goes on and on and on and on.
Okay.
I'm a people pleaser.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, you know, I'm trying to please everybody, but myself.
So,
Warm in here today.
yeah, a little bit, it's a little warm.
Mhm.
So here's the thing, we've talked about a lot of your emotions and behavior is attributed to an incident or situation that grew from somewhere.
Well, we grew from being from a young age and just kept going. I never grew out of it because I started using drugs at a young age, and I just stayed there at that age, and I'm seeing that now.
Okay.
And other people are seeing that know me well,
Mm-hmm.
that I'm snapping out of it.
Right.
You know, I'm actually able to look somebody in the eye and talk to them. I'm sure you remember a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, or a little more, that I couldn't even look you in the eye. I know I couldn't. And I was shaking and everything else. Well, that's changed. And I don't know if that's from not using drugs, or if it's because of what I'm learning,
Right.
or what's going on. But I like it.
Well, when you learn something, you're exposed to information that you didn't think about before.
Right.
And one of the things we uncovered over the last month, we'll say, is the fact that the impact your father had on you.
Yeah, he still does. And he came to visit me. And he's still the same guy,
Right.
same person. He's not believing, but he's seeing that, at least I'm trying.
What impact did your father have on you?
Pretty negative one, I think. He always expected more and more and more, and gave me less and less and less. Now, I mean, I'm dealing with this problem right now with me and my brother. Okay, I got to get over these kind of things because they're always going to be this way with him and this way with me.
Right.
Okay, there's no changing it.
Okay.
Because here I am here he is out there doing the same things that he's doing, and he's hog-swaggled him again. Put him in a big bind, everything else. And here I am here. They paid for a 30-day, $30,000 treatment for him, put me in this one. What is that?
Oh, so you have a brother who's
He's addicted
Oh,
also.
okay, so we have that,
Yeah, he went to a 30-day,
$30,000
$30,000 treatment.
Uh-huh.
I'm at the Salvation Army.
on the house.
There, right. He's in a luxury suite.
Luxury.
I'm here, but actually, this is actually working better because I've been to those
Right.
other places. They didn't work for me. He's
Right.
never been to a treatment, so maybe that's going to help him. I don't know.
What do you think of the treatment so far?
This treatment here is
What
working.
what you're learning?
I'm
what you're getting out of
learning
it?
discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'm learning. You know, I have to do these things.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like the other places where, do you want to do this?
Mm.
Do you want to eat this?
Oh, you're asking these other places.
Uh-huh.
Here,
You have to
you
do
need
it.
to do these.
Not you need to, you have to,
You
or
have
else
to.
you're not here.
Or you're done.
You're gone.
Okay. And how does that help you?
It helps because I have to do it,
Mhm.
and I want to do it. To
You-
where the point of the other places, you have the option.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can do it now,
Mhm.
or you can do it later,
Okay.
or when you have time.
And this helps you for what reason?
It's helping me, you know, build a foundation to be more responsible in my life.
And what didn't you have back in the days, back when you were?
I didn't have that at all.
What did you-
I mean, I wouldn't make, you know,
Describe what you didn't have.
I didn't have any drive to do things. And I had the option to, you know, okay, this is how can I put this? Options. Here, you have to do these things. I mean, you have to do them. Otherwise, it's conduct reports.
Right.
I mean, you're basically, and you're judged,
Mhm.
and you're guilty until proven innocent.
Mhm.
And you're not gonna be proven innocent
Mhm.
here. You're guilty. Bottom line.
Mhm.
So you have to sign these papers and pay the consequences. I don't want to pay any consequences anymore.
Okay.
Before, I would just,
You were willing to do that.
let's just take, we'll do the consequences later.
Right.
They'll catch up to me eventually,
Mhm.
and we'll take care of them.
So is it safe to say that before you came here, you didn't have any structure,
No, I didn't.
boundaries?
No. No
So
limits.
you got to do whatever you wanted to do
Mhm.
before you got here.
Right.
So your whole life was do whatever you want to do, I'll suffer the consequences later.
Correct.
Now, for the first time, you have structure, that you have things to accomplish by a certain period of time and be at meetings and other places and other situations. So that's part of the rules here. And this is new for you.
Very new.
Okay. And this is it's enlightening. It's like, wow, I have a routine.
Yeah.
I have a schedule I need to follow.
Right.
Okay.
And when that schedule gets disrupted,
Mhm.
I don't like it. But
So you like
it's part of it's part of the schedule, it's part of the learning process.
Right, and something about having a schedule for the first time is that, and you're getting comfortable with, this is what I'm going to do, so ahead of time, you know what you're going to do.
Mhm.
And there's a certain safety around that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. Kids like that. Kids like to know that mom's gonna be there in the morning, that we have a schedule, we have breakfast, we go to school, we come home. I know this routine, and that makes kids feel secure in their environment.
Mhm.
Adults need the same thing. But
Well,
you've never had it, and
Mhm.
it's new, so this is a whole new learning curve for you,
yeah.
okay?
And then I got used to that,
Mhm.
and now they've changed it up.
Okay,
So
what does
I
that
was
teach?
I was a little bit fearful at first, you know,
Mhm.
walking out the front doors like, am I gonna get in trouble for this?
Ah.
You know?
Okay.
But I went out the doors, came back, everything's fine.
What does that tell you when you get stuck on a certain routine and now they shift it up after a period of time?
No, you can't get angry about it, I know that.
You can, but what can you do with that?
You just gotta work with
You
it.
gotta work with it.
I mean,
So
there's a
that
roll
te-
of the punches here.
So that tells you, you had a certain rules to follow for 30 days.
Mhm.
Now, guess what? You graduated to another level. And in this level, you can do different things.
Mhm.
There's still guidelines, but you can do different things.
Right,
And what happens is you may not trust the new guidelines.
I don't.
Okay? That makes
They
sense?
tried to trip me up already
Right,
this
so,
morning.
so,
First thing.
so the new guidelines are like, okay, now I gotta learn a whole new set of rules, so to speak.
Mhm.
Okay, and this is really good, because guess what, things change all the time.
Right, right. I'm not used to things changing because I've been stuck doing the same things over
Right,
and over
over and over, right.
my whole life.
Yes,
So,
so I want to acknowledge the fact that you recognize that. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand, I recognize that.
oh, I recognize.
Yeah, that's great,
Yeah,
okay, excellent.
and it's gonna be a little tricky first couple days,
Mhm.
but you know, it's not just me, it's everybody else.
That's right, so understand that you gotta be ready for adjustments,
Right.
always ready for change.
hey, that's it. That's what they tell
Right,
me.
they're always ready for change,
Right.
something's gonna happen, okay, good. Tell me about the situation you had this morning.
The situation was, me being the guy that I'm being, there's a bunch of new guys in my room.
Right.
They don't know the schedule,
Mhm.
the new schedule, their schedule. They have to be on time for everything, you know, they just don't know this.
Right.
So I get up early,
Mhm.
for one, to wake them all up, get them going. Well, I'm thinking, okay, I'll take their chores since they have to be at work. And I said, okay, I'll be responsible for that, no problem. Thinking I had to be an extra hour.
Mhm.
Well, tea, breakfast, to get ready, take care of a lot of things that we have to take care of, plus their chores. That was a mistake, because I not only had to do their stuff, I had to be at work the same time they had to be at work. So that kind of messed up my day.
Okay.
But I made it, it's over,
Mhm.
life goes on.
What did you experience? What emotions did you experience?
Frustration, anger.
And because what were you needing at that time?
I was needing them to step up and help me out with the stuff I told them, you know, because they're out here playing pool when I was done, while I'm doing their chores.
So you
And
needed
they
some-
had plenty of time, and that made me mad.
So you needed some contribution on their end.
Right.
So your need for contribution wasn't met, you became angry.
Became angry, and I confronted them.
Okay.
And I wasn't angry about it, I just said, hey, I heard you were playing pool this morning as I'm doing your chores, man. What's up with that?
Mhm.
And they kinda just about face and took off. So I had to do
To
it.
help you?
No,
Oh, they ran off somewhere else.
right, I caught them at work, because the guys told me, they're out there playing pool while you're doing their chores.
Okay.
Instead of doing their chores, they,
They abandoned.
no, they tricked me,
Ah,
okay, into doing the stuff for them as I'm helping them out.
Okay.
And that made me mad, that's what made me mad.
okay, so what were you needing from them?
I wasn't mad about being at work and all
Right,
that.
okay.
I was mad because they tricked me into doing their chores after I helped them in the morning to get, so they could be early.
Mhm.
They tricked me, but it wouldn't, it's just,
So you were needing respect?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
We needing some respect.
a little bit, yeah.
A little.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, a little respect, a
Right.
little consideration.
A little consideration, respect,
Right?
because
And communication possibly?
And
So
communication.
we got three things rolling here, three needs going on, right? So those three needs that weren't met caused you to feel
Angry, frustrated.
anything else?
Um,
Oh, nothing on the board, okay. Okay, angry and frustration.
Anger, frustration, and I got a little thing here. I was a little embarrassed because
Ah.
everybody saw them out there playing pool while I'm
Okay.
doing their chores.
Okay,
And that's about it.
Okay.
I mean, I was mad.
all right, okay, absolutely. Okay,
Yeah.
so now we know where the emotion came from.
Mhm.
Those three needs that were not met caused you to feel these emotions. The whole idea is understanding where feelings come from, or understanding what needs are met or not met.
Mhm.
When most needs are met, we are what? When most needs are met.
Comfortable.
Yeah, we're comfortable, we're happy,
Yeah.
we're glad, okay, for the most part.
Mhm.
When certain needs aren't met, we feel some of the things you felt today.
Right.